So I took a journal that I've already made, and hopefully in it you will see some flaps so that I can show you what exactly I am talking about. Well, I do tend to make them quite regularly, but sometimes I don't. Well, actually, this is a flap that I made with a pocket. We can see about doing one of these. That's an idea. And then let's see. You're going to find that this is the one journal where I actually did not make any flaps. See how well I'm prepared? Well, it doesn't matter, does it? If not, I'll grab another one. Oop-de-doo. Okay, no flaps. This is just meant to annoy me, really. Well, it has side flaps, but today we are not going to do any of this. Okay. Okay, as you can see, it's not the same journal that I had on my desk because the other one doesn't have any flaps. So in this one, what did I find? And these should go back in their places. I made a flap with an old bingo card. So that is one thing we can do. And then I made flaps like this. And most of the flaps that I make like this are from packaging. I couldn't find any of the packagings that I normally use. It doesn't matter. We will do it with things that you probably have as well. Well, there are no more flaps in this one, are there? No, just envelopes, which we will do at another time. Oh yes, there is. Look at that. So this is a flap. I think it was made with a sort of Tim Holtz packaging. So I just embellished it and made dark spots. So you have one here and you have one here as well. And I made a bottom one. Again, same principle. You do have, don't you? You do have a thingy here to put whatever you wish. And then on the bottom, whoops, you just have a decorative one. You could also make closures for this. I tend not to be honest, for no particular reasons. It's just the way I do or don't do things. Here we have a flap again with a little black dark spot and just a decorative piece here. Decorative piece here as well. Whoops, and another mushroom sort of thing. Okay, so let me put that back and let's get started. So I've taken different things that we can use to make our flaps. This is a Stampers Anonymous packaging piece, which we can use. These are like watercolor papers. I got them and I have like hundreds of them. Actually, this one is watercolor paper and this one is a bit like drawing paper. And they used to have special stamps from the post office in them for collection. So I might use a couple of these. Oops. What do I have? I have the packaging of something that I probably got on AliExpress a long time ago. We can definitely use this. I want something a bit sturdy. Again, this old stamps one. That's just a postcard. Here we have Stamperia, much larger. Here we have a small one, again from a sort of AliExpress sort of thing. Oh, this one has a window. Woohoo! Woohoo, we can do something with acetates here. Okay. Small Tim Holtz one. These ones are not that sturdy, but we'll make do. And this one, again, came with poster stamps. They're a bit like crappy scrapbook paper. Definitely can make use of them, and this is just cardstock that we will not use. Okay, so let's start with something easy and plain. I'm going to take my scoring board out, the baby version. Ooh, filthy. Yeah, well, that's the world of crafters. So I'm going to place it on my map, and I'm going to make my flap. And again, I don't necessarily measure. It's up to you to decide how tall you want your flap to be, but I think I'll go ahead with something along 3/4 of an inch. So this I'm just folding. Okay, you can go. Let me see. Put that on the side. Maybe I'll make a second one of these. There we are. Same measurement. So that's a 2. What else can we pick? And maybe a tiny one. What one was he? Already has a fold. And one of my postal stamp things. Should we use the one with the window? I think we should. Let me find it. There it is. Here we are. So we'll see if we make all of them or just a couple of them. I'm not doing anything to this one yet because I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Put the jar on the side. There you go. Okay. So, actually we could use one of these as well. Well, we'll see. Okay. These I do keep. I do have hundreds of acetate sheets that I find in thrift stores, but you can use these acetates as well from packaging. So it's always a good thing to have. Let me just put them there. Okay, easy. Let's start with these tiny ones. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make one like I would do for one of my journals, but we all have somewhere things like the ones I'm taking out at the moment, which is, and you shouldn't buy them really because I'm quite sure that these designs have been somewhat stolen. So it's not a good thing, but we've got them, so we need to use them. Otherwise, it makes things even worse, I think. Okay. There we are. Okay. So what I want first is to make a background. So I'm thinking, no, kitty cat, you can't come and help me. Only 2 of these. Maybe let's start with this one. So I'm quite glad that it goes a bit over my fold. No, kitty cat, you can't come. No, Sissy, get down. And I'm just going to glue this one. And if I'm lucky, I have my glue book somewhere in the neighborhood. And if I'm not, I'll just grab a piece of paper. Okay, glue stick. Oh my God, you're going to hear a terrible noise. And that's because my cat will have destroyed one of my piles. But that's okay. And I have a lot of lumps, so good thing I took glue paper. So, not sure. I'm just going to glue this to the size of my paper. Here I am. There. Would I have a bone folder somewhere nearby? I'm pretty. Oh, there's my glue book. I'm not sure it is there. So there we are. I'm going to cut off the excess. Okay. When I have bits like this, I use them on masterboards. Just put this on the side. Okay, we could now start decorating. So I'm going to get one of my miscellaneous pouches. And we're going to try to empty one. Well, this needed empty. Yeah, as you can see, I have a second one just right here. Okay, let's have a look. We have a piece of map. We have a gentleman. We have a dog. We have industrial. I have envelopes. Too big. I have a business card. Let's see, what else do we have? Do we have some nice paper? Bits and bobs. A label. I did see a little frame. Look at that, how convenient. This is one of my stamp things, and I've actually cut it in half, just made a fold, and it makes a lovely writing thingy that you can tuck in the journal. Bit of music paper. Let me see what other goodies we have. We have this that we could use. So I'm trying not to get fancy stuff. These is from a coin collector, but you can always, in a dictionary, just find pictures of coins and just cut them out, which is what I'm going to do. So it's nothing special. I have an acetate frame that I bought from somewhere, so it's not vintage. And that's about it in this pouch. Bit of paper. What else? We don't want anything. Oh, we could make this into a dangling thing. And well, here we have goodies that I got in a Happy Mail. So I think we'll start with all of these. So let's find out what we're going to use on this specific page. How would it look? That comes from a Leonard de Vries book that I got when I was in the Netherlands, I think. So it comes from a book. It's nothing that you can't find in another book. Could look quite nice. Ooh. This is music paper that happens to be old, but again, you can probably find them on a digital or just get a music notebook, and then you can draw them the notes if you want. What else do we have here? Let's see, bits and pieces. This one too small? It is too tall, but it could stick out, couldn't it? What if we made sort of like a painting thingy? Let's see. I like the idea, but will I do it? I don't know. So we have stamps with a kitty cat. This is actually in the colors that we like. See, you have music paper on this as well. They're stickers, and they can also do the trick. I have here on my desk, that's a label from, I think, the Junk Journal Studio. Labels are the only real digital things that I do use. I have another pouch here. I have labels, a lot of them. I can't remember whether these were made by Tina Chabidabiduda or by Eva from Bohemian Crafting. So what else do I have that I could use? Tim Holtz I don't want. I don't want. There's this that I made from a postcard. A punch. Just getting things out, and then we'll see what we're going to use. I'll have a label. So I think it's just a matter of finding bits and pieces that you have in your stash. No idea where this comes from, but it looks to me as if it's a sticker. And look at this, we have a little butterfly. And a round label. And another label. Ooh, like this. This I cut out of a postcard. Just taking, you know, a couple of things. And then we'll sort through them. And we will decide. We have a mushroom. Did see some postal stamp. And well, for the moment I think that's it. A little mushroom. Okay, there we are. So now we have our gentleman. We have music paper. I think we need a stamp underneath. Don't know if this is it's acetate for sure, and I did order it from somewhere. I think it came as a goodie in AliExpress sort of thing. So this is what we have. I said it's okay if it sticks out. I need something on the side. We have a label and maybe a butterfly and maybe this. And it's not going to be flat anymore. So this I cannot use. I need something in the bottom, I believe. this here. I try not to overthink these kind of things, because otherwise, you know, you spend so much time, you waste so much time that is not used. I say, how can I put this? To good use. I think you should go with your instincts a lot. At least, you know, works for me. So you get, come on, I want to see what it's going to look like. Okay, well, the idea is good. I think we're going to go ahead with this collage. I need to think to make it a bit narrow. So first things first, music paper. And I just wanted to do this with things that you can get anywhere, and, you know, just take images from a book. No, I'm repeating myself, but encyclopedias are just like treasure book. You have so many things, so many different things in it. Just invest in one, and you know, in thrift stores, you probably pay for a sort of newish one between $8 and $10 or euros. I think you can find them really, really easily on thrift stores, not on eBay. They would be much more expensive. I've just made a sort of a note of where my fold is. I could actually ink it, and it would ensure that I don't go over it. You see? Makes life easier. Now, our gentleman. I'm going to distress him as well. Don't know if it's just me, but I tend to make these things in batches and then use it in whatever journal I'll be making. I don't tailor them to a journal. I don't think that I need to, given that my journals are eclectic and vintagey, so they all more or less, I would say, come from the same place. So whatever I will do will, you know, fit in one. I am brutal today. I said make it narrow. Oops. So this is a 1. Then our label. Bit of ink. Bit of glue. I'm going to make it go here. And then my label. Can I get this? Yeah, I can. Is it okay? Yes, it's okay if I put it right at the bottom. So as you can probably see, I am not filming every day. Well, actually for the moment I am, but not necessarily in an order. So you might think it's cheating, but it's not. It's just, you know, depending on the day we are, how well I feel or how tired I am, then, you know, I take the opportunity to film a couple of videos. So to make sure that if one day I'm not well or I have something important to do that doesn't allow me to have the time to film, then I will still have a video that I can share with you every day. Here I am. I'm gonna put it here. I need a wipe. I use baby wet wipes. Get rid of the excess glue, or sometimes when ink goes wrong and I find that they don't stain. Well, they take some of the ink away, but I don't mind. And I'm not able to work with wet wipes. I think that's good, isn't it? I think I like it, so I need to be careful about the gluing part, especially. Oh, what if I didn't glue the bottom? Because then you would have a pocket. Let's do this. Let's do this. I've changed glue because I want to be able to move my frame if I need to. Going to make it narrow, I know, but I don't want this to give up. No, I said no. Not there, but there. There we are. So, first the top, and once again with shaky hands. Okay, I think it's where I want it to be. Just going to get rid of the unnecessary glue. I am going to use my bone folder to spread the glue. And that's it, really. We have one that's ready to go in the journal. See? What I will do is I will glue it like this. And then you have your flap. This one I cannot make a closure on it unless I put a Velcro here. Yeah, could do that. Then I need to make a piece of ephemera that will just fit into it. And then put a piece of Velcro, make a bottom flap, and just have them close together. Or I can actually put an eyelet here and just put a bit of thread, twine, and the same on the other side, and then have them close together. Good. Do we need anything else? We could have this, couldn't we? A couple of labels. Where do I want to? I think I want you here. Do I want another one? Let me see. So I have been asked why don't I use digitals? I have no real answer to this, I just don't. But I have decided that I'm going to give that a try. And I'm going to use some of Margaret's at 7 Plaza digital kits because I love them. I think they're brilliant. They look really, really good. So I'm going to do that. And that will be a first ever. And I like a challenge. Okay, I will wipe out the glue. There we go. Cute. Cutesy. I'll just leave it on the side so that you can try. Now, I want to make one in my style. So I need maybe this one. And I need something as a background. Could use this. And then I think I could use some postcard at the bottom or an envelope. And I do have envelopes. Let me see what kind of colors and what kind of sizes I have. No, better than blue. And again, there's no good reason why, it's just my eyes think it's better. I have, this one is too big. This one is too small. If you're wondering where I get my goodies from, I thrift them. I go to flea markets and I find goodies on eBay, and I find them in batches. So they're not as expensive as you would find them in any other country. However, because it's a batch, so if I get 100 postcards, for example, from the early 90s, 90s, then I might pay. And sorry about the interruption, my camera died on me, so I'm back. I think I was speaking about batches and postcards. So basically, when I find a batch of postcards, you might have like 100 of them, and the batch is about 30 euros. But if you take the price for a single postcard, then really it's quite cheap. So I'm lucky that way that I can find a lot of things here. So while I was away, I took out bits and pieces of ephemera. Then we may or may not use. So let me just, there we are. Okay, so let me find a background for this. No, I already have my background actually. Sophie, you're losing your mind. Yeah, well, there ain't much left to lose. So I'm going to glue it really at the border or even on the border. Yeah, a little bit on the border, like this. So glue book and glue. So the same applies for documents, batches, are the most economical way things to buy. And also, I think I mentioned this in one of my other videos, what we call fond tiroir. So it's what's left in your drawers when people empty old houses, and then they gather everything that is not sellable as such, and they make it into batches, and then you can get lace, documents, buttons, envelopes, postcards, really a big variety of things. I didn't put glue enough, that's okay. I'll do it now. Not straight, are you? Not that I mind, but oops. So, do I need a bit more glue? Yes, here. Okay, so that is number one. I'm going to add a little ink here and here. Well, they might not even show, so let's not ink too much. Then I found an envelope that is empty, and I need my ink pad. Inking or not inking, that is the question. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. What's the reason behind this? Well, I don't have any, except that sometimes I like it and sometimes I don't feel like it. So here we are, all inked. There is a bit of a, again, had a phone call. So, not sure what I was saying, inking or not to ink, yes. Now, we need to glue, rip it. So, yeah, I'm going to take a bit of washi tape. This one is fine. I've made a decision of using as much washi tape as I have, because I want to empty one of my drawers so that I can put documents here so that they would be more handy to grab. Here, it looks quite nice, I think. Okay, so I'm going to leave about 3 millimeters without glue. And this is, you know, I say something and then I do exactly the opposite. So we're going to have this as a double pocket. Here we are. I'm going to take the excess of glue. There we go. Now I'm just going to cut off Or am I? Or yes, I am going to. Yeah, that might have been easier without the gluing of the envelope. But we like a challenge, don't we? Okay. Can I do it like this? Presumably yes. There we go. A little glue on the top. And here we are. Now I just want to fold it just so that I know where to put my ephemera. Now, what do I have here? I think somewhere I have pictures, small ones. Ooh. Let's see, what else do we have? Might have to get another pouch. This is from a collectible. Would I do it that way? I think I would, actually. So, ink. I know you're somewhere there. You probably see it. A little bit. We can also make this as a pocket if we want. I'm not going to because I think it would be too much. We already have a double pocket here. So one behind and one within. I think that's enough. 1946. Happy couple. Presumably. I'd rather think they were happy. Especially at that time. Okay. There we go. My collectible. Glue. Yeah, no, I said I had enough pockets, but when is there enough pockets? Never, I guess. Now this feels a bit naked to me. What else can I add there? These pieces I got from a magazine, and I just fussy-cut it out and just glued on a bit of light cardstock. What else do we have here? We have labels. Should we do something like this? Then I need to find something for the top. This is an advertisement that I got actually from the same magazine where I got this. Again, just glued on a. This was the pack of cat food, and what I did on this one, and that's what I used at that time. I put some glossy accents on. I love the result, but it takes too long to dry. I still use it, but a bit differently. Can we do that? I think we can. But then I need to put something else here. Oh, this is already distressed, I think, with vintage photo. Up. Who's in there? You. So let's just try to glue it approximatively in the center. And when I say approximatively, it is there. So I wanted him there. Yeah, I've decided it's a him. That's just because in French, numbers are masculine. Yeah, French is not such an easy language to use, specifically because of the genders. Everything is a he, a she. Okay. What else do I want there? Oops. Could we use one of the coins? We could, because it really just needs something here, I think. These are things that I would gladly use glossy accent on. I think. Actually, I'm going to do that. Not on this one, though. Maybe in a video where I show you what I now use. Okay. Are we done? I think we are. Maybe a Brussels stamp. Maybe. Let me get my box. A green one. I feel like a green one. Give me green. Could do that. Or we could do that. Do we want another one? I think I like that. Let's put this down. This way. So, bit of ink. Now, I do know that some people have a maximum number of ephemera that they will put on a page or on anything. I don't have a rule. I just, you know, by trial, see what I think will feed or not. And then I do addition. And that's it. I also don't set, you know, this is going to be my focal point. My mind doesn't work like this. It's just, you know, I like that here and I like that there. And sometimes things feel imbalanced to me. And so I search, you know, where can I add something? I think this one is done. I will ink a little bit the document. There. Here we are. And I think we have our number 2 here. Okay. There you go, number 2. I've taken all my boxes out where I have my goodies. So this one is a bit more sturdy. I need my scoreboard. And again, it will be a vertical one. Maybe I'll do a side one as well, but mine tend to be vertical. Oh, you know what? My mind is going away because I haven't done the back side of neither of these. Whoops! Let me quickly do a back side. Or not. Actually, I'm going to have this as a writing thingy. So I need paper. Hey, with me 1 second. I need coffee dye paper of some sort. Just all paper. I have these from an old notebook. I think I'm going to use this one. Oops. Wouldn't my life be easier if you were all here to tell me, Sophie, you've forgotten to do the backside. Lump, lump, lump. I would have noticed eventually. I will glue some on the flap as well. It will reinforce. Bear with me 1 second. By changing light, I can see where there is and where there isn't glue. Oh, let's do this one. Is out. And on this one I can do it because this paper is rather thin, but the back is white, so nothing will show up. Just going to cut this part out. Yeah, it shows that my mind is working, huh? Which way should I do this? Let's read it. So, I'm now going to cut the bottom. So now we're ready, and I will do the other one later. So back to where we were. Just one thing I can show you. It doesn't matter which side you want up or down, okay? Because you can fold this on the top, and when you open it, you would have actually done this way so that it would show in the right position. But then again, if you glued it that way onto a page, it would be the same, because again, you would have glued things upwards. Do I make sense? Maybe I could show you afterwards on the journal with both sides made. So here again, a background paper. What is this? This is an invitation for a wedding. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it fits. It fits. So I'm going to close my drawer, get my wet wipes. Ah! Well, bear with me one moment. Wasn't that quick? Oops, I made you move. That should be okay. All right, so I got some papers out. Some of them not in such a good state. This one has a pin. Rusty pin. This is not in such a good condition, but it's a bit see-through. So I'm going to put it on the white side. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So I'm going to put glue all over this. I think it will be easier if I don't use my glue book. Okay, too many things on my desk. But that's because on the side, probably you can see a bit of them, I have my goodie boxes that I want to get stuff from. So they're taking a lot of space. But that's okay. We'll make do, won't we? Okay. Here we are. So I want this part glued, this part that is on the flap. Just want to make sure it's glued properly. And then I am going to clean glue from my desk. This paper is not in a good condition. Obviously, when you find batches, you're bound to have things that are not in a good state. And I think, you know, all the better. It makes my heart happy that I can use them. Okay, we have a weird bit, but we don't mind because this will be under the fold. We are going to ink all of this. Okay, I think that's good. So let's make use of my little boxes. I think I'm going to go with this one first. Here are things that I got from fashion magazines that I want to use. This is a pair of trousers. Why not? This is a nightgown. So it's something you would put when you go out of bed. Maybe what I could use is something like this at one point. And I guess we first need to fussy out the dress and see what else we can put on this. Probably the lace. I took some lace out, beautiful lace. that my sister-in-law gifted to me Christmas. So you are going to have the honor to witness me fussy cutting, and I hope I don't do too bad of a job. Yeah. I'm always quite admirative of people who fussy cut so quickly, like Rachel from Roxy Creations, or the name will come back. I know I mentioned her earlier on, from Shabby Dabby Doodah, Tina. They do use scissors in the way that I am not. And I don't think I will improve. I think I've reached the level. You know, it's like the scale of Peter. You've reached the highest level you can reach before becoming competent. Okay, I'm not going to follow this accurately. It's going to be inked anyway. So the idea is just to show that it's not straight. Today, sorry for being so quiet, it's quite a weird day for me. Both my dogs are being neutered, so none of them are home. And the house is so quiet, so quiet. I hope everything went well. I will know in an hour or two. So they were going to be neutered anyway. They're both 1 year old. But it seems like we're getting a puppy next week. And my dogs, current ones, are tiny dogs. Bit over 5 kilos each. And the new dog is apparently 4 months old. No one knows for sure. We met her on Saturday. And she's already 16 kilos. So that's going to be fun. So I know I want to do something like this, maybe like this. But I think I can put something more there, can't I? So let's see. No pictures, don't want pictures. Do I want a number? These I got from games. Children's game. Again, I thrifted them. They're on a thick cardstock, but quite often I just remove 1 or 2 layers. Oh, Sophie, what did you do? I'm pretty sure I got other numbers. Yeah, they're here. See, this was, I think it's called Broomy. This, I absolutely can't remember. I think it was a game that you're supposed to count. So, yeah. Could we do this? Nah, don't think so. Could we do this? No. don't think so. These as well are made with children's game. Actually, I like that. Can't tell you why, but I do. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to try not to cut myself, which I often do, because I don't think before I act. But I never really injure myself. The reason why I do this is because my journals are quite bulky anyway. So if I can try to think ahead, then it gives me more room to put vintage or antique ephemera in my little pockets. I think this is still one layer too many. That might even be two. There we go. Yeah, and in thrift store in France you find these for €1. The whole game set. So why not use them? Actually, should distress this one, I think. Age it a bit more. Let's take a little tool. I like that. A bit more ink. Maybe even like so. Yes. So, succursale. So just around. I'm just taking a mark there to know where I'm going to glue. Oh, did I leave you open? I did. You're still going to glue? Yes, you are. Glitter glue is in a forgiving mood. And that's not every day. So I said, see, I said something and then I forgot where. I'm gonna do it. And then, yeah. Yes. So, there's no much need to ink this, except that I don't want any little white parts to show if I didn't fussy cut them correctly. And also sometimes, if you manage to get ink everywhere, it does give it a bit more dimension. Here we are. Where is my glue book? Here it is. I'm going to use glue stick. Now, she's straight, and I can put my little house here. And I'm going to make it as a little tuck spot. Do I want to glue it? Yes, I will glue the bottom. And back again. So many people want to speak to me today. So, we glued. We are glued. Do we need something else? We might, and I'm thinking washi tape. Oh, glue is pouring out. Now, what color washi tape? Something pinkish. Probably don't have that many. This is not to my liking. This one is cute. So let's go for this one then. Okay. Come on. There. I'm going to put a little bit on the top. Just random. I'm gonna put a little over here, over the fold. A bit on the side. Do we need anything else? Don't think so. I think I'm quite happy this way. Or something that I will do after I've covered the back. You will see then. Okay, so let's start making the other side, for which I need this one, the wedding invitation. I'm going to take this bit out. I'm going to use it to the bottom, so that would be somewhere. Let's get a pen. Need to cut just before that. Okay. A trimmer. I know one side is there, the other is cut. It's just because I want this one to be straight, if at all possible. There we go. Okay. Far too many things on this desk. But hey. Glue, glue, glue. Which in French is a sound you would make to explain somebody's drinking, or the sound that a male turkey makes. Okay, Sophie, maybe you should start drinking. Or stop drinking. I'm going to put some tape over this. I'm going to cut off the excess of paper. Now I'm going to ink the sides. Well, I don't know why I inked that part, because no one will see it. And just going to fold it the other way for a second, just to ink within the fold. A bit more here, and there we are. Now if you like stamping, which I do like, but I really am not good at, is that, let's see if I'm clever, and I haven't put a little texture. Okay, I've got the stamp. Do I have ink? That's another question. It's in another drawer. What do I have here? Gathered twigs. Ooh, that's too dark. Gathered wood. It's a bit too blue. I like old paper. I don't know about you. Which ink do you like most? Old paper, I like that too as well. Let's use Faded Powder. Just because it's near. Maybe I can do a bit with this, not my fingers. This one as well, just because it's different. Okay, well, some of it is going to be hidden anyway. So, now, what can we put on this one? We're not going to use fashion again. We can use something from the dictionary. And then you will ask me, but why did you take that paper to put underneath? Well, because things were green and showing up too much. Could do this, but could also do this because they're rings. Not that, you know, I'm used to follow a theme or anything. And that we have a wedding thingy. What else could we find here? I have little birds. That's quite cute. Maybe. I have him. Could I fussy cut him out? Probably could. But then again, I have a lot of already fussy cut. Sort of dolls. We could do something like that. In which case I would put, oh, maybe I can use the Tim Holtz tape that I never use. I like to use a packing tape a lot, but we do have some, Margaret calls it boo-boo tape, doesn't she? I know I have it. Not sure where, bear with me. What do we have? We have rub-ons and boo-boo tape. There we go. which is called cello sticker. Okay, let me first glue these pieces, and I will see then where I want to put tape, and I think I'm going to add a number as well. Glue book. Always checking how much glue there is on my page, because I don't want to put any glue. I would prefer not to put any glue on the cute part. And then not much aging needed on this one, but still, how am I going to do that? Am I going to put it over it? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? I don't know what I'm thinking. I think I'm going to put the birds below. I'm going to remove part of the edge. So how does that work? Well, that does work. Okay. I might want to add some type of fabric lace thingy. I don't know. Which I could add. Where could I add it? Let me first take a piece of these. Maybe that one. That one. It looks fine. It's just me. I prefer my other one. I think I bought it when I was in the Netherlands, when I had the opportunity to meet Margaret, and she took me around and around doing where I left, from which I left with a, oh, there's Jean-Pierre. That's actually my father's name, but that's not my father. No, no, no. Yeah, I left with a huge bag of things, actually 2 bags of things from doing. A lot of stamps. Some paper. I did buy some 49 in market paper. I actually did an envelope thingy that I posted on Instagram a long time ago that I found the tutorial for in the videos of Crafts by Tony. A little more tape, not straight, and maybe a little one on the side as well. And I said, can we add a bit of something? Should we? Don't know if we should, but I'm pretty sure we could. lace. Again, something I completely forget to use. And it's absurd because most of it is right here in the drawer of my desk. And I've put it now there so that I don't forget that I have it and that I should use it. Don't want to cover my birdies. I need to cut off a little more. And maybe the other thing that I forget to use I forgot actually less now, forgot to use quite a lot are buttons, and I have a gazillion of them, so I think I should take the opportunity. Do I not have a third one like this? Oh, I know I have some somewhere. Yeah, come. And I'm going to use my glue gun. Glue gun. Where did I put you? I'm not sure which kind of glue gun you'll use. This is my latest find, and it's not perfect because it doesn't, very often it falls, and also you have to plug it and wait until it's warm, and it takes time. So yeah, I'd rather have one with a battery. I'm still looking for that. Okay, while it warms up, I'm going to look for other things, and I'll be back in a moment. And the glue gun is warm, so I could have glued the lace without glitter glue, but as the heat gun is there, I'm just going to make use of it. So I have 3 little buttons, and I'm going to glue them. One here, without gluing my fingers. One here. And one somewhere there. Oh, not my finger. Okay. Just unplug this, because I'm always scared that I'm going to leave it on for a long period of time. Anything else? Found these in my drawers. I never even knew I had them. They sort of look like Tim Holtz, but they are actually from Ryer, I think. Should we put one? Put 2. Never used them. I don't tend to use things like this, especially little hearts. I suppose you could put some alcohol inks on them. I'm not going to. I think I need a postal stamp somewhere. Will that hold? No, it won't. So what about... Is my glue gun still warm? Use some here, use some here. Just... Put something there. Yeah. Hopefully the glue won't show up too much. Go away, little glue. I'm making an even bigger mess. Do I mind? No, because it's all for the better. Go back in. There. No more glue. And here we are. It's missing something there, isn't it? Something colourful. Nope. What else did I take out? Not too many colourful things. Did I? No. But I have a box. I have a box full of things. On my knees. See what I told you with the coins? What you could do? This is not glossy accent. This is actually resin. So now you know my secret. I would like something like a crossword, not a big one. Let me see if I can find a small one. Well, this one is a Sudoku, and it doesn't have resin on. Do I mind? No, I don't. Am I going to use it? Yes, I am. I love to use crosswords puzzles with or without the solution. So blank or not blank, Sudoku, any sort of grid games. I like that. And I took that. That was not necessarily my idea. I took that from the series that I was mentioning from Eva, Bohemian Crafting, when she was starting the 100 challenge, and she was using only newspaper paper. And she made loads of ephemera, like numbers and things like this. Well, I think this one is ready. I think it's cute. I need to take off the dry glue. I'll do that off camera. So we have a third one ready. We said maybe we would do a side one with this one, using the little frame. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use it that way. So it'll be a side thing. Just thinking how I'm going to do this. Okay, I'm going to make it a bit smaller because I want to make it smaller, basically. So should I leave it in two, or should I? Yeah, I should. I'm going to get this out straight. It's not straight. Can I do it that way now? Yep. Okay, let's do it that way. And now it's straight. Okay. What are we going to do? We are going to get a little bit of acetate. I use acetate quite a lot, so I have a lot of scrap acetate I need to use. I don't need you, thingy. And I can make it a bit smaller. Yeah, I can make it like this. Doesn't show what I'm thinking. You know what, let's glue this and then think about it. And then I will say, wow, why did I glue it? I know. Okay, on my finger it is. Ah! Sorry. Okay. Now we need some sort of paper. What kind of paper do I want? Do I want paper? Or paper? These are letters written in German. The first thing says he's inquiring about how the company of the person he's writing to is doing. And he hopes that he's doing really well. And how is your father? Does he have the flu? How is your liebe Geschwister, sister-in-law? Say hi to her. Yeah, my German is not that good. Even though my eldest daughter's father is German. So she speaks obviously fluent German and Luxembourgish, which is also a Germanic language because she was born in Luxembourg. And obviously she sees her father on a regular basis, so she's fluent. But she's also fluent in English, which, funny enough, she miraculously learned on her own just by listening to me work on the phone a lot, because I used to work non-stop even at home, and from movies, because we never watched dubbed movies, and I mainly watch Anglo-Saxon speaking movies. That was quite a surprise when one night she didn't want her sister to understand what she was going to say, and she turned around, looked at me and said, "Mummy, can I stay a bit later tonight?" And I was just flabbergasted. Yes, of course. And she also speaks Portuguese perfectly. You wouldn't know she's not Portuguese. Well, you wouldn't know she's not any of the languages she speaks. And Portuguese because in Luxembourg she had a Portuguese nanny. And everybody's multilingual in Luxembourg. And she asked me which language she should speak to my kids. And I said, well, Portuguese. I will add a language. And so she did. And so they do. Yeah, so my German is not that good, but I can manage. You know, if I'm lost, if I'm looking for something in a shop, it's harder to speak it than to read it or hear it. understanding it, I mean. I will just glue the whole baby part, and then I will cut my way around the frame. Wouldn't have been clever to do it before you glue. Oh no, actually, Sophie, you're completely stupid. You are. You are. Okay. I just ruined what I wanted to do because I was speaking and not, you know, thinking. Well, bye-bye frame, bye-bye acetate. It doesn't matter. At least we've reinforced this. What we can do is maybe put 2 little stickers on it afterwards. Well, you know, this part we're not going to reinforce because this part is the one that's going to show, and it will have a pocket, and I've just decided this would be the pocket. You see how my mind doesn't work? I'm set to do something, and then I get distracted, and I lose sight. But it's okay. Everything can be fixed, and you know, it just means that it was not meant to be. So I don't get angry or frustrated anymore. It's just, you know, that's the way it goes. The challenge is different. Okay, let's live with it. Could put this, or I could put this. If I put this, I might want to. This comes from beer, obviously. Can I? I'm going to injure myself. Am I not? I think I am. Oops. Whoops. Yeah. Yeah, don't look like me. Be safe. Yeah, no. Okay, I'll just leave it like this. Doesn't really matter. Oh, doesn't work. Don't do it. So we need to ink this a lot. And I'm going to maybe distress it as well. Distress it as well. Okay. I said I think it's a tip. Nope, not you. You are. No, actually, there was you. No. Where is my thingy? Well, if your desk gets tidy. Yes, I know. And you know what? I have an idea. I have a cunning plan. The only thing is, where did I put the things I have in mind? I know I moved them. And I put them in a drawer. That should not be very far from here. Here, yes. Found them. Okay. I was attacked by a box. So some time ago I found a whole batch of cock hens. And when I mean a whole batch, it was a whole batch. I have 4 kilos of them. Some of them are plastic, like these ones, and some of them are metal. I've not yet used any of the plastic ones. So let's see how that goes. How am I going to put them on? They look like eyelids and they're not eyelids, but I'm still going to make a hole in the middle with, you can see my thoughts in my brain. I'm not sure whether I want to do it with a crocodile or with a thingy. I think I will do it with the thingy. Thingy, what are you? You're white, you're tall, and you're not there. Why? Why? So let me look for a replacement tool. Yeah, moving things around. And I can't find what I'm looking for, so you know what? There she goes. And I'm going to make a little hole, so the center is more or less where the east ends, I think. I'm going to put you here. And then I am going to put you both and oh, these ones are nice. But do I want a round one or do I want a square one? That's a good question. Do I not have anything black? I don't think so. So what would this look like? What would this look like? Well, I think we're better off with a one like this. Oh, I have glittered ones. Let's see. This one. Can I cut this off? Probably. See, that's how my mind works. I think of something and then I think of something else, and then I do this. I never have a defined plan. And sometimes when I'm deciding the notes, trying to put together, and I think of something which I know I will have forgotten by the next morning. So I to write it down, or even get the things out and things I think I will need, so that I'll be reminded the next step. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. I will do something completely different. Why can't I find anything today? I need my bigger this. glue on my fingers. I have ink on my fingers. Blech. If I do it like this, is it easier? Yes, it is. Yeah, clock hands. Can't tell you. I have every color. Every, not size, they're all quite big. But thankfully, okay, I have more than I will ever need, but these are things that I do use regularly. Now, what I need to do is sand this. Or maybe not if I put it above the other one. And I don't need to. Well, yeah, can't really feel anything anymore, so I think that will be enough. There we go. Now, I said this one first, and then this one. And as you can see, this one is too long. Actually, they're both too long, so I don't really mind, to be honest. Too big? Too less big? So you are the annoying one. Come on. Yeah, I won. So now we have glitter. Okay, we need to put some tape. Where are you, little tape? Can you hear my stomach? It has a life on its own. It's not because I'm hungry, because we just ate. There. Now, what I need is a background paper. Ooh, you're going to be annoying. You're only going to go around like this. No, if you're open, actually, if this is on the paper, you can be going around everything. Okay, paper. Could actually, if I put it here, that might be green. Let's do that, and we'll find something for the other side. Now I have all my glues opened. Why not? Am I completely out of frame? I'm afraid I am. But there I go. Yeah, for a second there I thought I'd been stupid again. Okay. Wipey wipe. Yeah. Okay. We need something there. And this is where I think I put one of my resin pieces out. Nope. I'd like this, but a bigger one. Do I have a bigger one? Again, these are pictures I took from the dictionary encyclopedia. I'm not sure which one. Not necessarily old ones. And I just fussy cut what I want. And then I decide if there are any pieces that I want to. That's better. Then I want to put resin on. And sometimes I put on a thick layer. And sometimes I just go with my brush and it makes this. But we can do that together if you want. I can show you. Let me just find the best one. Oh, she's a bit scary, isn't she? Do we like scary? I think we do. But she's not tall enough. He's tall enough. Yes. I think we found him. I think that's my guy. Come on. Okay. What can we put under you? Lace, I think. Let's cut a bit of this one. So, this is where we were. I've just found a couple of postal stamps that I want to add. So I am just going to ink them. What did I ink with? I think it was walnut stain, wasn't it? Pretty sure it was. So let me get my dollar. There it is. Here, a little glue. A little ink. Definitely could have used my glue stick for this, but can't see it. Oh, there it is. Too bad. A little glue on the lace. This is what is great with without glitter glue, is that it will glue a lot of different materials. Sorry, I had to look for the word, and I know it showed. Here. He looks like a composer. He probably isn't, but I don't know why. He makes me think of a composer. There we go. And here. So the last one is done. Let me show you what I've done. So you've seen the little journal cover that we made, and I had filled it up with signatures. And what I have done is I have started to add the pieces we've done together. So this was one of the flaps that we made together. So this is how it looks. Here you have a little tuck spot where we can put a tag in, for example. Probably not this one because it's too big, but this is how it could look. We have a postcard that we made at one point, so this could go in here. And the second one was drying, should be good by now. So here we are. And yeah, we can put something underneath, but I don't think, let me see. I have a little tag on my desk. Yeah, we could add her, for example. And here was a writing space. The third one that we made, I left on the side because this one is actually too big for this journal. So I will put it in one of my other journals. I love it. It's really, really cute. There we are. So this is it for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I will need to let this one dry before I glue it in the book. And I will probably glue it. We have an empty window. I will probably glue it on a page with maybe like a book page, like this, so that you have a flap. We might add a pocket there at a later stage, and there you can have a writing space. So I think that would be a good idea. So there we are, all of three. All of the ones we've made are in the little journal. So thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe and maybe to like if you've liked, or leave me a comment. It's always nice to see what you've thought about what I do. And yeah, let me know if you have specific items that you would like to see me make. I'm open to suggestions. And yeah, and I guess I'll see you tomorrow for the next challenge. Bye bye.